The problem of bringing a book to the screen is that people have created a world in their mind based on the words of the book. So while there might be some variance, everybody kind of has the same idea of how things look and feel and how the characters talk. And when you watch the Bridgertons compared to the books, it's gonna feel different, almost alien. Now, if you've seen any of the previews, you know some things are different, like the costuming. One of the things I personally love about a historical piece is the historically accurate costumes, but that is not the case with Bridgerton's. With a story like The Duke and I hope for that classic Pride and Prejudice type look. The fabrics are made from colors that I don't think anyone could even have fathomed back in the day. And color isn't the only modern touch. They dance a quadrille too? Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. It's played on strings, of course, but still, it's Ariana Grande. Another big change that isn't a big deal is that the cast is diverse. Notably, the Duke of Hastings is played by the gorgeous Regé-Jean Page. That's not a hard sell at all. I mean, he's gorgeous. All these changes are easy enough for the book reader to kind of get over and get used to after you watch a few episodes. Especially when you know ahead of time that this show is not going to be like Outlander, where they really tried to get the cast to look just like the characters in the book. They're clearly not trying to do that here, so it's totally fine. But there are storylines that are not from the book at all. And maybe I'm just not remembering correctly, but I don't remember a Featherington cousin who is knocked up. And again, adding storylines, not really a problem. But when there's so many Bridgerton siblings and you are really trying to start all their storylines at once, it's confusing and it's a lot. The books go one character and romance at a time. So you're used to that pacing. This is not that pacing for a while. Another new central character is the Queen, who plays a large role in the show. I don't really remember her being a character in the books that goes out of her way to be around the Bridgerton family. She's on the periphery, sure, because they have to be presented to her, but I don't remember any of this where she's hanging out with them. But maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I am. But more than that, she comes off as a caricature. And maybe that's the right word for the wrong tone I'm feeling through this show. The issue is, it's a stereotype readers of romance novels often face. People think they're ridiculous for escaping into a book that has a happily ever after. I don't know. I'd like to escape into any kind of happily ever after I've lived through 2020. So my recommendation to you, if you've read the books, is do not compare these two. They are completely different except for the names of the characters and a vague sense that you're in historical England. If you're hoping to find the Bridgertons you read in the book on the screen, you'll just have to trade in your paperback for a Kindle.